Welcome to Mimi's Math Channel. I will be discussing graphing rationals. Example 3. First thing I want to do is my horizontal asymptote, and I see that my degree is negative 3x over x squared. So if I'm looking at the degree, which one is higher, I see that the denominator is higher, so therefore I want to keep y at 0. Horizontal, I can just go ahead and graph that. That's going to be a dashed line across the y-axis where it's 0. My vertical asymptote, I want to go ahead and factor. And then in my denominator, that is a difference of 2 squared. So I have an x plus 3 times a x minus 3. I see that I do not have any holes, so I can just go ahead and write none. And then for my vertical asymptote, I see also that I have x plus 3 is equal to 0, and x minus 3 is equal to 0. When I solve for x, it's going to be negative 3 over here. When I solve for x, it will be positive 3. So for vertical asymptote, I have 2. So that means my graph is going to look a little different. I'm going to draw my dashed line, and then for x is negative 3, I'm going to do the exact same thing. So when I see that this is happening, that's telling me I have 3 sections of a graph, so I'm going to have 3 different graphs here. So now what I want to do is try to find my y-intercept, which simply means that I'm just going to replace my original x's with zeros, and what's left over is my y value. When x is 0, y is negative 1/3. I can go ahead and plot that point if I wanted to. So 0 and negative 1/3. And then I am going to go ahead and try to plot more points. I already know that on the left-hand side, I'm not trying to be accurate this time. I can get really, really close, but I cannot touch those asymptotes. Same thing at the bottom right. This is what you were used to seeing. The middle is the part that's tricky. You might want to just pull out a calculator and plot some points. This time it's going to swerve, and it's going to go this way. And keep your arrows on your actual graphs. Now, in terms of domain and range, we're going to go ahead and label everything so it'll be easier to read. It always starts from left to right, negative infinity, and it ends with positive infinity. So where am I stopping? I'm stopping at a negative 3, and I'm stopping at a positive 3. So that is going to be my domain. I'm just going to rewrite it. And then in terms of my range, I start at negative infinity. I can go all the way up until I hit 0. It ends at positive infinity. In writing that, the way that looks is for your domain, you start at negative infinity, you have to stop at negative 3. Union, negative 3, and then you have to stop at 3. Union, 3, you can go on until infinity. So for the range, negative infinity, because you always start at the bottom, you can keep going until you get to 0. And then from 0, you can go all the way up to infinity. You're following the arrows of your graph. That's all you're doing. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.